Okay, so we next up have a laying hamstring curl. So we're going to set this up very similar to the leg extension. We're going to find something sturdy to wrap our band around. We're going to be using the cuffs around the ankle, but again, if you don't have a cuff, you could just hook this up by looping this around your ankle, but it does provide a little bit more comfort. Right, Rob, if you get it attached for me. Go. Cool. And then what we're going to do is flip you over, laying down on your front. And as we start to lift this leg up, this is going to attach a little bit more comfortably here. Now, we're not really going to bother with this lengthened range, just due to the fact you'll see there's loads of slack in this elastic and it's not really pulling anymore. Plus, the pull from it is going away rather than the direction we want it to, which is straight down. So instead, we're going to probably cap the movement about here. We're going to be making sure that the entire way through this range of motion, Rob has his glutes squeezed and pushed down towards the floor. So Rob, if you just want to feel like you're humping the floor for me, thank you. And then we are going to slowly and steadily start to get Rob to come into a contraction. There we go. Cool, and as you can tell, it's quite a bit of a challenge. Try and bring it in as close as you can to your glute. There you go, Rob. There you go. Don't shy away from us now, Magic Mike. Yeah. We're going to pull the knee over a little bit. Now, one thing we want to do is make sure that we have alignment between the ankle, the knee, and the hips. We don't want a leg splayed out, and we want to make sure that that line of pull is coming straight behind us rather than off to an angle. There we go, good. And then we come into another contraction just because I want to see Rob suffer. Good. Perfect, good. And then as we come back down again, we're exaggerating tempos. We will specify it for you, but we're making sure that we're adhering to the tempo. Good, and then we're going to pause the movement there. And then that is where we're coming into one last contraction. I'm doing this because Rob has to go home in a second, so I'm making sure that he feels it. There we go. And the whole time we're contracting as hard as possible. Good. And then again, nice and smoothly moving back down. Now, to make this more difficult, well, firstly, to make it more comfortable, what we could do is wrap something up like a towel and just position it underneath the hips, which would make it a lot more comfortable. And if we need to increase the challenge, we've got a few options. We could either move him further away so there's more tension pulled against it, or we could attach a thicker band if you have ridiculously strong hamstrings, but I should imagine for 90% of people it's going to be absolutely fine. Good.